Onwards. Helps if I pay attention. Timing! Okay. That's not cool. Usually you can, slide and jump out of the slide easily, but a little bit harder to do in this version. Okay. Up we go. Not into the low ceiling. There we go. Ooh. Hammer Joe, when we're actually on the same, why is that happening? Anyways, the Hammer Joe when we're actually on the same level as him. That's kind of rare. And of course we can also slide under his hammer, which is nice. So you have options on what you can do with him there. Oh, that's usually near the start of the stage. That threw me off. Also, these step bombs are no replacement for, lots of other spikes being in the way. That was kind of a pathetic spike section. Yeah, that's just not cool at all. I'm gonna have to burn a, whatchamacallit there, an E-tank. Probably could have timed it a bit better, but wouldn't really have gone, perfectly, I don't think. And again, hey, we got a tiny bit of health, hooray! Yeah. Game is being insanely stingy with the health drops, and usually there are health drops, in the stage itself, so you don't have to rely entirely on enemies for your health drops. And yes, these ball and chain guys are called Hammer Joes. That's why I refer to them as Hammer Joes. There. Okay, so let's try and take on Sparkman with the nice old Shadow Blade without having to resort to using an E-tank. If we can't manage that, then we will use an E-tank. And we cannot shoot in all 8 directions. That's kind of annoying. Kind of remember being able to do that in the NES, but maybe it was only a few. There we go! Fantastic! Okay, so Spark Shock is now ours. Is it Spark Shock? I think it's Spark Shock. Yeah, Spark Shock. How about that? That does not roll off the tongue. That is a very odd name. Okay, and with that, after the initial 4, we get a Dr. Wily castle. Just a little intermediary castle. Not an overly lengthy or, overly difficult one. Just a sort of mid-boss area. And then we get the, Mega Man 4 Robot Masters. And I'm just going to mark another quick break here and be back in just a moment, YouTube audience. So yes, carrying on, we got... what are they called? They were in that Mega Man Unlimited, or... Was it Unlimited? I don't even remember anymore, that fan game thing. And I totally forget the name of them now. Oh wow. That is interesting. Alright, so... I only have the boss order open. Well, that's kind of working. So sure, we'll go with that. Maybe there is another weapon that works a bit better than that does. I don't honestly know. But yeah, it is definitely nifty to see this particular creature back from Mega Man 1 in mini-boss form. Honestly did not expect to see this guy in any game outside of Mega Man 1. Also, it's really crazy to see him having such a random attack pattern that, like, within that millisecond of a save state, he was doing different things. That's kind of insane. Woohoo! Teleporter! I mean, I know in that, Mega Man Unlimited there was a name given for those disappearing platformers, or platforms. And there was a blank man, it was like Yoko Man, or something like that, I don't remember anymore. Anyways, we have Dust Man. Also, I'm curious, what are you ellipsing about, Super Shade? Throat is giving out on me. And I have almost no water left. I have to hurry through. Or take a break. I don't know which yet. Something. Yoku blocks, thank you. That is exactly the term I was looking for. Okay, that's not gonna work out so well, so let's get rid of that. Also, this is a passable... Yeah, one second. Yeah, this is a passable rendition of Dustman's theme. Not really good, but not really bad either. I jumped right into it. And that one. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, no, that was not really an argument, that was more just sort of a one-sided... I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, hiccups. They are a thing. Annoying thing. Okay, take a hit on the thing that doesn't damage me much, so I can get past the thing that does damage me a lot. I like those spinning net hats. Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. I should be trying to kill this guy. Yeah, unfortunately that's what hiccups sound like for me most of the time, so total permission to giggle. They sound ridiculous for me. No, don't need any of that. And in general, my cure for hiccups has always been just holding my breath for like a good minute and a half or so, so if I go silent after any of those hiccup squeaks, you know why. Also, there's another thing. Super Shade, time and a place applies to that sort of nonsense as well. Nobody cares right now. Now is not really the time to go on about that. Dang it. Thought I could make it through. Okay, so that up there definitely needs to go away. I wonder. Okay, so... Oh, hey! Right, I forgot. I was thinking Wily's Castle I will have to, you know, get all that spark shock back that I used up on the weird Mega Man 1 boss, but then, yeah, right, we're not in Wily's Castle anymore. We are out of that. Back in the regular stages where all this gets refilled. Oh crap, did not see the ladder there until the last second. Oh jeez, can we jump over this guy safely? Yes, we can. Okay. He's gonna shoot a shot out right in front of him and it's gonna kill me. So knew that was gonna happen. Hey! What? One up. Most in need of that. Would be nice if I had Rush Jet to make use of instead of trying to squeeze into... Oh, and of course he comes back. Too many sprites on screen, so much flicker. Now wait a minute, can we... That's... no, not that. Don't think we can. No, okay. If that is a destroyable wall, it is not destroyable with the thing that we have as of yet. I think I kind of remember, Drill Man's weapons working on walls like that in, you know, regular NES Mega Man 4, but... cannot say for certain. Like, obviously, Crash Bombs were the major one in Mega Man 2 where that whole thing got started, and of course the, big blocks for, Gutsman, the Super Arm, but beyond that, there weren't any that were, like, really obvious for... Well, I guess in Mega Man 3, the Hard Knuckle, and I think one other one could take out those kind of walls. Yeah, paying attention. It helps you survive in video games. Now question, how do we get to the other side of this? Like, Rush Coil will help a little bit, but... can we, like, Spark Shock the guy and use him... Oh, well. If we can, it won't be like that. Okay, so we can Spark Shock the guy, but not in time to actually do anything. Not honestly certain. Oh, okay. I suppose that works. That puzzle was not in the original Mega Man 4, so yeah. That's entirely new. So I guess kudos to them for that. Definitely a very large reliance on a rush coil here. Left or right? Didn't much matter. Awesome. Well, you can fall down there, and I will follow after you. Still did not matter. Still did not matter. Of course, I guess we would have probably landed on the other one either way. So yeah, the whole left versus right thing ended up being totally unimportant. I'll assume that's a spinning one, yes indeed. Would have been a bit unfair otherwise. Also, it seems like half the time I ended up somehow saving with the button not pressed down. Also, apparently they expect you to know that that guy's coming, since you don't really have the time to, you know, get out of the way, really. No, I don't know if Shadow Blade will work here. We'll give it a try. Since I still only have the boss order listing the names of the bosses in order and not, you know, what weapons to use or anything of that nature. That's a no-go. That's a no. Okay, everything's a no. Back to the Mega Buster. Fortunately, Dustman does have a relatively easy pattern. Just kind of hops around, and you want to be up in the air next to a wall when he shoots his stuff out at you. Junk, I guess. And now I actually completely forget what... is it Dust Shooter or Junk Shooter or... Nah, I completely forget what it's called. Dust Crusher, there we go. And Rush Jet. Fantastic. Of course, this is the stage where Rush Jet would have been really, really useful to have. But oh well, not really much we can do about that. On to Skullman.